Okay, so I made a mistake starting off with this building that I should bring to people's attention so that you never make the same mistake. I should have dealt with these trees here and behind me before I went and built my gatehouse. And I'm at a point now where I want to do my roof, but before I do any more work, I don't want to risk something bad happening if I take these down later and just damaging more of my efforts. So I'm going to try today to get this maple here out of my way. I already took down this one here, and I had to make a notch. Let's see if I get up here. I had to notch it here and then cut it from the back side and push really hard. So you can see this is leaning out over top of the structure. And anyways, by doing that, I was able to get that branch to clear and land down here safely. But this trunk here is a lot bigger. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to approach this, but we'll see what I come up with and if I can safely get this one down without destroying what I've got done here. So I'm going to make some pauses as I go. And the first thing I got to do is cut this stuff out of my way that I've already topped. So I've got 2 of these branches to cut, and then that'll free up access to this here trunk, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we're about to drop this one now in front. So I decided to try to take this down in sections. We've got it tied off now, going back that direction and over that direction there to try to help move it that way. And I'm hoping now, like if I cut it from the bottom, there's no going back from that. If I cut it from up here and I don't think it's going right, I can always maybe switch up my plan. So I'm going to try notching it up here on the far side away from the camera. And then I'm going to come back and take a cut at it here and push it and hope this thing starts to move that way over there. Now this will take a few minutes. It is a pretty good diameter tree. And how high do I want to go? Try from here. So when I say notch it, I'm making a cut down at an angle. I'll make another cut up at an angle, and I have to make that into the tree a little bit of a depth to give it somewhere that it can fall, a direction it can fall in. One cut. Close. All right, there. That gives me my wedge. And now on that side, we're probably a quarter of the way through the tree. We're now going to come to this side, up above where the notch is, cut down at an angle, like so. And when it comes time for this to fall, we're going to hope to give it a good push that way and have it gently fall over away from the structure. I'm not so sure about this one. This would have been a lot easier to have done prior to going and building any of this. I should have taken the time to do this and cut the trees around it that I thought would be a problem in the futer. I mean, it may not be a problem for many years, but 50 years from now, you don't want to have the problem hanging over top of your building. Okay, now this gets sketchy here because this thing really wants to come towards me, and I can't be over on this side of it as it goes. So, there it goes. Oh yeah. Couldn't have done that any better. Friggin' awesome. Okay, so I just finished this up. We've got 3 trunks left, so I've been able now to thin this maple. That needed to be done regardless. I could probably even take another trunk out at some point in time, but the 3 that are left are spaced half decently, and all of them now lean away from my building. So if I had to come back and cut them, this one here would fall over somewhere behind the building. The other 2 look like they'd fall away from it. So the worst of the work is done. I'm not going to make that mistake again. Thank you to my dad, because I think he put a new chain on my chainsaw without telling me. So happy Father's Day. I appreciate that a lot. I love you very much. And as for the tree, the other benefit of doing what we just did, if I take this over, is that I was able to now cut all these stumps down nice and low, and we can get in here and clear this out of here, which is probably going to cause rot in the tree over time. So I've got to get all that biomass cleared out of the middle there and have everything spaced out nicely. And this tree then shouldn't give us any problems in the future when it comes to our lovely gatehouse.